Good morning. This is Jack from Charting Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Friday, the 28th of March. All right, let's have a look at Bitcoin, where we are seeing some weakness here. We were expecting to see some. So on the daily chart, have we broken below the daily middle band yet? Not quite. We're still above it. I've got that at 84,192, and we're still at 85,000 this morning. However, on the hourly chart, you can see that we've now broken below the flag. Now, there are options here. We could form a larger flag, for instance. And we could do that here. My suspicion is we won't. I am wondering whether we might see a retest this high and then a double bottom to take this lower, but I think this is on the way back to retest this low at 76.6. And once we get there, I've got this lovely double top target, which is in the 69K to 70K area, and I'm still expecting that target to get reached. We could be starting the move to get there now. All right, looking at Solana. Solana, on the daily chart, we are back testing the daily middle band now. I've got that at 130.64, and we've been slightly below that this morning, and we're more or less on it now. In terms of the bear flag there, we've broken below it. Possible little head and shoulders here. It's not particularly pretty, I gotta say, but I am wondering about a retest of the high to set up a nice looking double top. If we're going to do that, we pretty much need to do that from here or not far below, and that would be a nice looking setup. Wondering if we're going to see that. If we don't, then we're probably on the way back directly to 112.19. Is 112.19 going to? Maybe. Hey, Doug. Is 120? Is I'll just recap on what I was saying about Solana, mate. It's the flag is broken down. We are most of the way to halfway back from the high, and almost exactly, actually. And if we are going to see a retest of the high, which I'm thinking we may well do on equities, and I'm thinking we may well do that here too, that we can set up a nice looking double top. And then after that, I'd be leaning towards seeing a retest of 112.19. What happens then? Well, that's a good question. Do we have a nice looking pattern here? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad. We could be making low on Solana here, and when we get there, that could be the second low double bottom. We're probably going to see lower on Bitcoin, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to see much lower on Solana or Ethereum, both of which went down a lot more than Bitcoin and earlier. Bitcoin, we've broken the flag too. Again, we can see a retest of the high. Again, I'm expecting to see after that a retest of the low here at 76.6. But we've got this lower target at 69 to 70K area, and I'm thinking we may make that. If we do, then I'm thinking that is a big support area, and that could well hold. We're back testing this area here basically, and this is a good support area to be back testing and to hold, and that actually would lean bullish. Are we going into a full bear market on stocks? Very possibly. Would we be likely to have a further bull move if we do that on stocks? Then probably not historically. Possibly, but it would be against their usual history. Looking at Ethereum, again, we've got some nice looking trend lines here. We've got a decent looking support. I'm thinking this might hold. I'm thinking it might well hold. But again, this is if Bitcoin isn't going to break support and go lower and turn this into a bearish move rather than a bullish retracement. If Bitcoin does that, and if stocks start going down a lot, then we're probably going to see Solana and Ethereum break support too, despite the nice trend lines. All right, on the hourly chart, again, we've broken down below the flag, and we've gone a long way below, and we're more than halfway down to the retest of this low here at 17.54. I think it's going to get the rest of the way. On the daily chart, we have broken hard below the daily middle band. I think all of these I'm expecting to retest the low. The question is when. In terms of the chart here, hang on 1 second, I've updated this one yet. That's a hard break. Could we retest the high and set up a double top? No, we've come down too far, but that's still very much an option on Bitcoin and Solana. But on Ethereum, I think we'd just be looking at a rally, and then I think we'd be looking at the retest of the low from there. All right, great. In that case, no questions. You got any questions, Doug? Right, hang on. Wait a minute, mate. Just want after I stop the recording, which I'm going to stop now.